Hello, you divine infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. You are divine infinite love. You are divine infinite truth. You are divine infinite source. And this is a nice relaxing video to touch base with you, to see how you're feeling. That's really what I want to know. I'm feeling a little distrutta, as we say in Italian, because today the Schumann resonancy and the solar flares are off the charts. So many of you may be feeling that. You may be feeling tired, or you may not even know you're tired until you collapse. But it's a good time to just listen to your body, rest, tune in, take really good care of yourself, hydrate, drink lots of pure fresh water. Always say get the metals out of your body, eat fresh, non-GMO, organic fruits and vegetables if you can. Everything you eat, you want to be clean, and stay away from artificial ingredients if you can. And it's good to be in the sun, but these energies from the sun, these solar flares, are actually solar cellular activations to bring you into your light body. So I'm Elizabeth Monroy. I am an Ascension coach. I have a degree in mental health counseling. I'm an energy healer. I've worked with the tarot. I work with crystal, Reiki healing. I'm a certified Ericksonian Hypnotherapist. And above all, I'm here to help bring infinite humans back into their Christed light bodies and to create an infinite new earth. That's my soul mission. And what's yours? Really, that's what it's coming to nowadays. So I know there's so much craziness going on in the world today, and I want to give you, actually it's all spiritual, everything is spiritual, it's all energetic, it's a frequency war, it's a war of our frequencies that we're seeing right now. And the organic, natural world under God's natural laws is now ascending back to the God source worlds, back to the higher frequencies. And the old finite earth which has always been, even though many have not been aware of it, many of us are now awakening to the truth that our world is a prison with the current tyrannical practices taking place, the draconian mandates. But as you awaken to that, you will begin to realize that it's all a war over you, over your body, over your mind, and over your soul. So how do you win the war? You do what they don't want you to do, which is to ascend in frequencies. And everything they're doing with artificial technology is to lower the frequency of your organic, divine technology, your God-given conscious technology, which is now being activated. So it's really important. It's an inside job, all right? And I've said many times, the distractions outside of you are to pull you out of your power. It's all about making you feel like you are powerless, but you are infinite. And I'm here with Kiki, looking for a cat in a beautiful cafe here in Scopello, Sicily. It's a beautiful, cool evening. And I just want to send you some very loving, healing energy to support you in your ascension. Because you know, and I want you to just breathe in with me, breathing in the most powerful words ever uttered, uttering, creating your own reality. Breathing in and exhaling infinite, 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 truth, truth, truth. And breathing in and exhaling. Source, source, source. So what we're seeing now is the collapse of what I call the finite earth, the old earth, the earth that perhaps we held very dear to us, but it is now crumbling around us, forcing us to stop looking externally to our power, to someone to save us, to Christ to come back and be our Savior, for a spiritual leader to be our leader, for a POTUS to take out the cabal. We're being asked to grow up and stop being the children of God and to become divine, infinite God source, to become the embodiment of it, the incarnation of God, the Christs that walk on the earth, to become the leaders that create leaders. We're putting to bed the old guru-disciple paradigm that has been the spiritual model throughout the eons, and we are all equal. We are all equal. We might be further along in the story, we might have a little bit more awareness, but we all are infinite, and we all hold the divine infinite within us. I'm having my coffee here. It's been an intense, energetic day. So know that you are infinite. And remember that through all the mandates, through all the trauma, through all the duality, through this war that we are being manipulated, conjured, and maneuvered into against each other, against our fellow human beings. If we unite in our infinite love, in the God source that we all have inside of us, then there's nothing that can stop us. So you need to just relax and keep breathing deeply. Breathing in and exhaling infinite. And I see all. And I see many people who perhaps have had toxic substances injected into them. Hi, Lisa. And I just want to say, hi, Lisa, you divine, infinite human being. I'm just here to remind you of how powerful you are, to send you uplifting, healing energy, and to remind you that there are very powerful solar activations, solar flares going on today, which are all good. They're all working to upgrade your body and to help you step into your Christ of Light body. But you might want to take extra special care of yourself, as I know you do. Be in nature, drink plenty of water, rest, take it easy, and try not to get, if you're called, of course, always speak your truth and always show up to wherever you're being directed to call, because I know many of you, like myself, have been called to stand in our truth and stand in our freedom. But just don't let the trauma and the drama and the distractions pull you out of that powerful core center, because as you evolve, oh hi Lisa, as you evolve, as you become the embodiment of these higher frequencies, as you become the divine infinite human that you are, that God created you to be, you create a ripple of chain, like the 100th monkey syndrome. If everyone's heard of that, it's kind of an old story about fruit washing monkeys. A monkey that started washing his fruit in Australia, and then suddenly the monkeys in Africa, and the monkeys in South America all started washing their fruit. So as one of us gets it, and I think we can see this now with this massive awakening, I can watch how each people are moving further and further along in out of the narrative, the finite narrative, of all this draconian mandates, grazie, and into the awakening narrative. And I see that there's a momentum of people beginning to awaken to their own power. They're beginning to let go of the hold that the external world has over them, and they're even beginning to let go of wanting someone else to do it for them, wanting a POTUS to save them, a Christ Savior to save them, a spiritual teacher or leader to tell them what to do. And I was just saying, I said in the newsletter that it's time to put to bed this old spiritual discipline of the guru disciple, where we look to someone else for our answers, because we are all equal and we are all becoming leaders who are creating leaders. So we all have the divine infinite inside of us. Some of us might have different pieces of the puzzle, and as we come together, we bring that puzzle of awareness and clarity into manifestation. And I think it's time to hear this, everyone. There is a divine plan behind all this, okay? I know at present, and that's part of the scam demic, is to make you think everything is, cut and dried. The future is moving toward this AI, planetoid, transhumanized world. But that's not the plan. That's not the divine plan. And divine, hooked onto, like a fruit hooked onto the vine where you're feeding from source, is much more powerful than the artificial, fake, bad copy. You are the original. And within you, as you rise in frequencies, because as I said before, this is all a frequency war. So as you rise out of the frequency fence, the trap, the prison, right, Kiki? She agrees with me. It's just, as you rise out of the prison, stay. Let's go. You become aware of this wonderful, beautiful mission, this piece of the puzzle, this plan that has been encapsulated inside of you with like a time capsule, and it's being activated. Everyone is having they're at their own leisure. They're reading this new, wonderful, never-ending, infinite story, and as they read it, they're being activated, and they have a mission. Each one of you, well, okay, just one. Everyone that's listening to my voice, because this will go viral. I hope, please share it. Everyone that's listening to my voice has a star seed, I call it mission, a mission. You have something to do, which you might not even know what it is, but you might be having kind of in your dreams or visions or pieces of that make no sense to you, but they will, because there's a plan. And each one of you starseeds right now who are scattered throughout the earth, some of you aren't even awakened yet, and it's like this beautiful divine cosmic puzzle is coming together. And as we awaken and we rise out, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the circle's getting small. We're rising up out of the goo, because so many people who are choosing to be part of the matrix are just like oil and water. They're just, we're separating out, which is fine. Everyone has the right to their choices, and they're choosing, even passively. So as they, kind of move out of our vision, we begin to see each other. It's almost as I described when I met Peter. It was like we were the only two people on the beach. And so will it be as we come together in this deep love with our spiritual starseed families that are in the stars and incarnate on Earth. We'll be like the only people in the room. I'm sure many of you have felt that, perhaps with romantically, but also just with people. Sometimes you're at a party or in a social setting or in a sea of people, and there's only one or two people that stand out because you're of that high, exalted vibrational frequency. And you will pull. We are pulling each other together. Right now, perhaps just on cyberspace, but I think we'll come together in communities. We'll come together in projects. It may be on cyberspace too, which is wonderful because we can be all over the world. You can be in England, I can be in Sicily, someone can be in Australia. Yeah, my friends in Australia, in the US. Oops. And Kiki's chasing a cat. And we have a piece of the puzzle, and we're creating this divine cosmic puzzle together. So have faith, do your inner work, because the more you can drop your own densities, the more you can let these solar activations come into you, the more you can release your shadow self, your hurts, your pains, that inner pus within you that is still keeping you attached in the old world. The more you will rise up, and you'll be able to see the other people that have been there all the time, and we'll be able to come together and create a new infinite earth. So there is a plan. There's a divine plan. It really is. And it's gonna be great. I know you have to clear out the old to make way for the new. Everyone knows that. You have to burn out the dead leaves and clear the weeds. And they're clearing themselves, if nothing else, by choice. So I'm gonna go because Kiki's being come on, Kiki, get up here. But love to you all. Thank you, Lisa, for joining me. And if you have any questions, I sent out a newsletter. I think you're on my mailing list. Please subscribe, share, whatever, and also go to my website, infinitehuman.com, because I think I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but a lot of things are stirring up, and I think a lot of it is going to be connecting the dots, connecting people. We're going to be connecting. That's the next phase. We, the starseeds, are connecting, we're planting, and we're blossoming. And it's gonna be exciting. I just, have that feeling, and I think everyone has that feeling at some level. So it's just stay out of the trauma and duality, stand firm in your infinite power, knowing who you are, wherever you are guided, show up. But remember, you're a divine, infinite human being. Ciao for now.